What up, squad? J-Bug here. Man, we got Comic Book Friday. Oh, hey, it sounds so good just to say that shit, homie. Alright, so look, every single Friday, you can tune in for this. I'm doing this. This Comic Book Friday, bro. What you think, I'm not gonna do it? Come on now. We got a villain tries to become a superhero, but ... and it looked like Venom. Ooh. No, not Venom. Carnage. Ooh.
We all know Carnage, the psychopathic supervillain with no empathy or kindness. But what if I told you that Carnage once tried to be a good guy? As Carnage explains, he was once a ruthless killer, but after a massive brawl that shook the world and some strange magic, something changed in him. Suddenly, he wanted to become a good guy. And that's why we're now in New York City, where Carnage has just noticed a woman being attacked.
Here I come to save the day.
Carnage saves her, but the woman continues to scream. And that's when another man attacks him. But Carnage simply cuts him too.
You bastard!
The woman then attacks him, explaining that the man was her pimp daddy. However, Carnage realizes that she is a lady of the evening and believes all criminals must be punished. So he grabs her head and knocks her out. Carnage explains that he's happy with his work today, calling himself a perfect hero since her eyeballs at least stayed in her head. But then a group of people surround him, yelling and calling him a supervillain. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, we see a news reporter, Chris Rollins, trying to get a massage. But that's when a villain named Sin Eater comes into the room. You see, Sin Eater is killing news reporters all across town, believing he is enacting a form of justice since he views them as contributors to societal problems and misinformation. When Chris sees him, he starts to fight.
Yo, why is that real as fuck? Yo, nah, that's real as fuck. Yo, he said there's a dude going around killing the reporters because they be reporting misinformation, and without them, society will be better. Yo. W Vigilante. I mean, not Vigilante. Is that what he is? Low key. W Villain, bro. I mean, maybe you don't gotta kill him. But, I mean, he's trying to do the right thing.
Back, but when he takes off his mask...
Salvation is eternal!
Oh, God. What are you?
Oh,
Chris's colleague, Alice Gleason, reveals the murder to the world. As she begins to cry, Carnage watches the news report, feeling sympathy for her and recognizing her as a good person. And that's when he realizes that she could be the one to help him become a better superhero. However, we later see her off-air, explaining to her boss that she faked her tears and doesn't truly care about Chris. She admits she did it for better ratings and asks her boss to give her Chris's job.
I want his beat. I want the superhero beat.
Can you relax? His body isn't even cold.
She returns home with a police officer assigned to protect her. She offers him a drink and heads to the shower. But that's when he notices something. And it's Sin Eater. He tries to shoot him, but Sin Eater simply... He begins consuming his soul. But that's when Alice walks in. She starts begging Sin Eater not to shoot her, promising to make him a star if he spares her. However, at that moment...
It's your friendly neighborhood Carnage Man!
He grabs his gun and shoots Sin Eater in the face. Alice screams and faints, so Carnage carries her away, unaware that Sin Eater has already regenerated his head. When Alice wakes up, she notices Carnage inches away from her face. She starts screaming, but he calmly explains that he needs her to teach him how to be a good hero. He also starts to remember his harsh, abusive childhood and all the terrible things he's done, realizing that becoming a hero might be his only path to redemption. Alice tells him that as a hero, he should let her go since heroes don't keep the people they save as hostages. Carnage hesitates, saying he doesn't want to because she might run away. However, Alice promises to teach him how to be good if he agrees not to hurt her. And after some thought, Carnage agrees. They arrive at a graveyard, where Alice explains that admitting the mistakes of his past is the first step toward change. But that's when Carnage sees someone. Carnage attacks the man, thinking he's a grave robber. But that's when Alice explains that the man is a grave digger, so she demands an apology from Carnage.
You've broken every bone in my body.
I'm sorry, citizen. Please go about your day and be merry.
She then takes out her phone and starts recording him, telling him that in order to be good, he needs to confess. She also tells him that she's going to post it online so all the priests in the world could see it. So Alice begins asking him about all the people he has killed and other details, but of course, she lies, sending the video to her boss, who quickly contacts the police. When the police arrive,
Bitches is not shit. May I say that correctly? I mean, did I say that correctly? Bitches are not shit. Like, come on, my nigga. This bitch right here. Oh my god. Leave it to a bitch to ruin some shit, bro.
Gravedigger informs them that Carnage has already escaped and orders them to follow the webs he left behind.
Come on, let's move.
Now look, not all women are bitches, by the way. Only bitches that are women. Or a man. A man can be a bitch too. Yee. No integrity, no morals, no nothing. Like, you're a bitch.
And that's when we see Carnage and Alice trying to stop a bank robbery. She orders him to go inside, but instead, Carnage grabs one of the robber's guns and
What the fuck?
destroys the bank.
What are you doing?
Victory lap, babe. You can't rob a bank if I burn it down first.
What are you thinking? You've made everything worse.
Bro, it's-
Put out the fire.
Jeez, okay, chill out, go.
Carnage
nigga
puts out the
Carnage,
fire, but then notices the police arriving. He quickly escapes, telling Alice that he doesn't want to sign autographs. However, just as he makes his getaway, a helicopter gets too close, drawing in one of his webs. This causes him to lose Alice, and she falls. When she looks up, she sees Sin Eater staring at her, who quickly kidnaps her.
I'm coming.
Hey, good. Bitch, this is karma. This is karma, bro. You already about to get... He's stopping karma, bro. And he doesn't even know it. He don't know he's stopping karma. Bro, like, come on, buddy. She was faking tears just to try to steal bro's spot and all this other shit. Karma came. She about to die. He saved her. Hey, look. She called, bro, and he called the police. Trying to get this nigga framed. Boom. Karma come. He snatched her. Hey, he trying to save her. Karma, I don't know why he ain't just kill her right off rip. I ain't gonna lie. Real shit. I'm talking about Cuz. Cold Cuz. What's his name again? I forgot. Cletus?
They shot me in the back with missiles.
Aw.
That's not fair.
Carnage gets hit so hard that he starts imagining himself in heaven with Alice. He explains to her that with all the power he has, he could easily kill them all and become a king. But Alice simply tells him to,
You have great power. Yes. And with great power comes great, like all kinds of, I don't know, stuff.
and that's when Carnage wakes up, madder than ever. Sin Eater brings her to an abandoned factory, and she pleads with him not to kill her. She starts asking about his story and why he's doing all of this, but he simply replies that he will save everyone for God. He then removes his mask and explains to Alice how he's going to consume her sins and save her soul from its evil. While this is happening, Carnage climbs up a building and stretches himself across the city, trying to find Alice, and he manages to find her at the perfect time. He grabs her and takes her out of the building, but Sin Eater quickly follows.
You are always so aggro. I can smell your sin, like a mountain so massive that merely contemplating it requires madness. I tried confession, but that didn't really work.
Carnage then offers him all of his sins, and Sin Eater begins to consume them. As Sin Eater absorbs the sins and grows stronger, Carnage tells him that he feels great too, because he can finally feel all the evil inside him lifting off his shoulders.
What a magnificent feast!
Nigga! Can Carnage beat... Bro, where the fuck are the heroes at, my nigga?
Sin Eater attacks him, but that...
Hey, where are the heroes that would have been killing Carnage? If he was doing some evil shit right now. You see what I'm talking about?
That's when Carnage climbs on top of him and says there's one more sin he forgot. All the murder, death, and destruction that Carnage has committed.
No! It's too much!
This nigga committed so... This nigga committed... Bro, he committed so many murders that this nigga killed Soul Eater by giving him that soul. That's crazy.
Eater explodes, and so Carnage approaches his dead body, thanking him for absorbing all of his sins. He says that because of him, he can finally start fresh as a good man. But that's when Alice shoots him. Carnage looks at her, confused, as she starts running while he tries to understand what's going on.
Fuck it. You're not meant to be killed.
You promised to help me!
I lied!
But you can lie! You're a good person!
Alice tells him that nobody is all good, and says that this is his final lesson. Carnage starts thinking about how they could have had everything. Children, family, love. But that's when Alice simply instructs the police to shoot him.
I get it. Happiness is death to a hero. A family would make me vulnerable, hesitant, weak, and I would put them in danger.
Right.
This is her true final lesson.
Shoot him!
This is what I must understand. To be good, to be a hero, I must be alone.
Right.
Here we go.
What the... So, wait a minute. So what happened then? Because it looked like to me he about to just go on a killing spree. I might be tripping. He realized to be good, he has to be alone. He can't have no family, so he just ran on. Did his own thing, I guess, then. Damn. Well, like the video if y'all liked it. Subscribe if you fuck with the vibe. Every Friday, I can't wait to do this shit. Like, there's so many. He posts so many, bro. He posts so many. Deadass, I had the idea, like, yo, I want to start reacting to I'm about to say the reactions. To comic books. Like, comic book stories. Right when I had the thought, this, like, one of them videos popped up. I was like, yo, I don't believe in coincidences either. This is fake, bro. So, if y'all like this, smash that like button for me, bro. Yeah, please comment down below what y'all think. Please, 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 by all means. My nerds, please, man. Hey, subscribe and hit that notification if y'all want to know when I post it. Otherwise, you don't got to. If you don't really fuck with the vibe, don't subscribe. Shit. Hey, just make sure on Friday you tap in. All right. Gone.